Hello, wonderful people. We welcome you back once again, and this is Nicky Bobby, where we always bring you reliable news as regards to things, the current affairs, the incidents that is going on in the Zoological Republic, the state of the nation. We make sure that we bring it before your doorstep for you to keep abreast of what is going on. And the situation today that the court has set a final date for referendum hearing in the Zoological Republic. The Federal High Court in Abuja has set out January 27th in the year 2023 for the final hearing of the ethnic referendum case. Well, of course, you have to recall that sometimes earlier in 2022, earlier in January, barristers and lawyers from different ethnic nationalities in the Zoological Republic, they came together and filed a petition, or should I say file a suit in the Federal High Court of Abuja that it is high time for the state, or should I say the country, that is the Zoological Republic, to give people of various ethnic groups in the Zoological Republic the opportunity to decide and to exercise their rights if they actually want to remain in the Zoological Republic or if they want to go. They keyed in the ideology that IPOB was driving, because this is the first time we had it in January 2022. Yes, and since that till this moment, the court, or should I say the case, has been ongoing. Of course, you see situation of things in Nigeria, the way they handle things. They linger cases, but they are used to say that justice delayed is justice denied. In the other way, they always say that justice delayed is not justice denied. But unfortunately here, they filed these suits before Binta Nyako to grant them a referendum exercise for the people to decide whether to remain in the Zoological Republic. What I'm saying unfortunately is because Binta Nyako has been declared and found as one of the incompetent judges in the Zoological Republic, based on what transpired in the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, where she overlooked the important states of the nation, where she overlooked things that are necessary as regard to the law. You do not bend law and judgments. She decided to swallow the heavy part of it because it has to do with Biafra. So is it going to hold well? This suit that is filed, that they have scheduled on the 27th day of January 2023 for the last hearing, is it really going to come out positively? What do you think? Because we have seen the Zoological Republic, they have nothing to offer. If a judge who said that she has practiced it for years, who studied law from there, she continued improving and developing her career, to this point, she cannot know her left and right. Look at the Attorney General of the Zoological Republic, what they are doing. With this host way, but well, of course, we are going to check what is going to happen. So let's pay attention to some of the commentaries of these barristers and lawyers as early as January 2022. Just take a look. Let's hear what they have to say.
International communities are some, they are aware of this, which they have proof of. The many treaties, charters, and articles that Nigeria is have stated that self-determination is very, very important. It's a right. Let the referendum be made general. As you can see, even we have the Jaws that have joined, the Calabas have joined, and the other major tribes in Nigeria. They've joined the same suit. Let it be general, not for the Igbos only.
So what interesting development happened today? You can see today that interesting development where other nations came and filed application to be joined. The Yoruba nation has a qualified application. The Calabar came and filed. The John nation filed. The Northern has had it already. So you can see that the Nigerians are coming together, asking for, filing for one thing, that they want a referendum. All of you can know what happened yesterday. Yesterday was the trial of Nnamdi Kanu, and what was the nitty-gritty of his case? He was asking for referendum. And today, you can see the whole nation coming together, asking for the same thing, which is referendum. That shows that the Nigerian nation are not in the peace. They want to negotiate. They want to negotiate the unity of this country, to determine whether the unity of this country can stand or not. And I've said it before, and I continue to say it, that the referendum does not automatically mean that it must go one way. It can go either ways. If the major tribes in Nigeria, that is the Yoruba, the Hausa, the Igbo, even the Efik, all of them are here now, asking for one thing. If they have come together and decided they want to be one part of all the United Nigeria, it brings Nigeria. And where they decide so and vote and want to be Nigeria, then that will bring peace, unity, and then equality. We are no tribe subjected to the other tribe, where we have all the whole tribes as first class citizens, no second class citizens, no third class in Nigerian empire, in Nigerian business, in Nigerian enterprise. So that's what we are saying. And then, but if they decide another way that they want to part their ways, they will part in peace. If the Igbo decide that they want to have a country called Biafra, they will go and have their country called Biafra, and it will bring. If they just decide, if the Yoruba decide, they will go, and that will bring peace in the sub-region, African sub-region. But if there is peace in Nigeria, it will bring stability, progress, and prosperity to the people of Nigeria. And this suit is capable of doing that. I've said it before. This suit is, and I don't know why this person I asked before. We are not. The country should not be afraid of referendum. The federal government should not be afraid of referendum. It will, instead of bringing disaster, it will bring peace. All of you see what is happening in this country. We don't have the desired peace. This case is capable of bringing that peace that is eluding this country. And we believe that when the court sits and listening to all the whole major tribes in Nigeria asking for one thing, the court, I believe, by the grace of God, will do justice to the request we have put forward before this court. Thank you, and God bless you.
In addition, I'm the secretary of the Igbo lawyers. With my credence to what my learned colleague said, we are representing the Igbo lawyers on behalf of the Igbo nation. One thing about this suit is that Nigeria is experiencing, for the first time, wherein we are initiating a means of either parting or staying together through the legal means. Other times, what we are hearing is agitations leading to criminality, leading to accusations and terrorism, as it may be. But today, you can see that nobody is fighting. The Yorubas are here, the Jos are here, the Calabas are here. Even the National Assembly, they are represented, they are here. They have filed their suit and we exchange our applications. So what we are saying is that this is a novelty to Nigerians, which every other nation, every other tribe should emulate. Because if, like I said before, that we file an application, our application before the court has not been heard, not been joined, but we file an application that the Igbos should be joined to determine their fate. Until we are joined, we now tell the court, we now tell the world what we have in mind. We cannot, whether people are talking about referendum, whether people are talking about self-determination, any other thing, as far as the Igbos we are concerned, we are not yet party to the suit. All we are saying is that our application is ripe for hearing. If we are joined as parties to the suit, we will not tell the world what we want. And I believe that is what other tribes, what they are asking for. Let them be joined in the suit. If they are joined in the suit, then we will determine our fate. We may, at the long run, we decide to maybe cohabit. One or two tribes cohabit to stay together, or to stay independently, or even to remain in one nation. That is the situation. So what we are saying is that, looking at what happened yesterday, I'm using the case of Mazen Nandekalo. It appears that Mazen Nandekalo lead the sacrifice. Meaning that other people, other tribes, they have that in their mind, but they want to come to the legal means. So we are happy. Thank you so much.
During the court sitting today, many other ethnic nationalities in the Zoological Republic requested to join the case as Binta Jacob promised to hear the suit on the 27th day of January 2023. The various nationalities include the Middle Belts, the Ogoni side, and other nationalities, Akwa Ibom. For those from Kaduna side, you know, in Kaduna, they have different nationalities. Kaduna is not Hausa, just to remind you. Kaduna is not Hausa. People used to refer them as Hausa, but those from Kaduna will tell you no, that they are not Hausas. In Kaduna, you see Kafanchan and other places. They have come together, and so many others. The court had to adjourn the case to the 27th day of January 2023. Well, of course, the motion will be heard by then. Let's continue watching to see what is going on, because various indigenous people, various ethnic nationalities are now showing interest. They said this is a matter that needs to be discussed It is absolutely necessary for them to bring it before the table. Of course, the law of the Zoological Republic supports referendum, supports for people to exercise their freedom of referendum. So why won't the Fulanese, the Zoological Republic and their slaves, whom they put as judges, grant people their freedom, their will to reason, to take what they want? It is encoded, it is injuncted in their book of law, is it not? So why won't they accord what is written? Why must they decide to divert cases, to divert judgment, to bend judgment? We are going to watch, and to watch with every honesty to see where all this will lead to us. Because in as much as the Zoological Republic government, the FG, has taken, in other words, they said they have filed an appeal case in Supreme Court against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that will further open their backyard. Yes, that will further open their arse. And of course, they are going to consider and confirm what is really going to happen. Because I believe this will be the end of all these shenanigans, of all these quagmires as regards to the issue of the Zoological Republic coming to Biafra, saying that no referendum for them. Because after this, Nigeria government has no other thing to do, no other point, nowhere to go. And it is at this point you know that Biafra IPOB is holding them on the neck. Exactly. So we're going to see, yes, this is the situation. Of course, we must continue pushing ahead. We never give up. We must continue pushing. We do not capitulate. And know that every strong tree does not grow with ease. No, at all. Any strong tree you see today never grew up with ease. And that is why we look at it that in everything we are doing, if it comes to challenges, any challenge that we encounter in our struggle to restore Biafra, in our quest to make sure that our freedom is guaranteed, it always makes us strong and we become more strategic. As some people are writing and asking me, what has DOS done to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released? So if you are among those asking that question, I equally advise you once again, go back to elementary school. Probably by the time you go back to elementary school, you will be able to understand what DOS is doing. And I'm not here to answer you such question because your sense need to be, should I say, refined. You know, the way they refine gold, code, all this, it needs to be refined so that you'll be able to get practical information and practical knowledge. We thank you for those who believe in what we are doing, for listening. And we always thank you for tuning in as we continue marching and walking through this difficult terrain. We told you before now that we are headed at the third phase of this, our critical struggle. And we are already there. We are marching currently. If you do not know, you will not know. But go and ask those who understand. We must continue pushing. We must continue pushing. Like we always say that we are Biafrans. And in Biafra land is where we have our citizenship. And until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest. May you remain safe and blessed wherever you may be.